If there's one thing I love more than abandoning YouTube channels, it's Star Wars. And with the rumoured Kenobi film in works, this is a list of shit I want to see. To give you better context, I've only seen the 8 films, including the TV show Star Wars The Clone Wars. So if anything is incorrect, please let me know. Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi was one of the best things about the prequel trilogy. And right now, I'm actually really worried about the recasting of the role. Disney choosing to do the whole "we're taking the character in a new direction" stunt, possibly making the film focus on a Padawan Obi-Wan Kenobi, so the role can be recast and Disney can go on pretending that the prequels never happened. Now, I know that is a really strange thing to put on the list because everyone naturally assumes that Ewan McGregor's gonna play Obi-Wan again, but I don't fucking trust Disney. We're talking about a company that bought out Star Wars, then cancelled the Clone Wars, replaced it with its own shitty Star Wars Rebels, got rid of the whole expanded universe, and for what? To make what? Like 3 films? Great. Absolutely great. Set the film between episode 3 and episode 4. We've already seen Obi-Wan during the Clone Wars, and we've seen him very late into his Padawan years. By setting this film between episode 3 and 4, we have great potential to explore a different part of Kenobi's life, the aftermath of Order 66 and Obi-Wan coming to terms with what his life is now. Flashbacks. Oh, I want this film to fuck me up with flashbacks. You know, a great flashback that we could see is the relationship between Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan, mainly when Qui-Gon took Obi-Wan on as his Padawan. Going back and seeing the events of the Clone Wars, I believe, is necessary. Now, for these Clone Wars flashbacks, instead of seeing Obi-Wan take on millions of droids, I would prefer to see the famous negotiator in action, simply stopping and preventing battle simply with his words. Also seeing Obi-Wan as a general, working with Commander Cody and the 212th Attack Battalion. Anakin is so tied to the character of Obi-Wan, to have no mention of Anakin in this film would be such a great disservice to both Skywalker and Kenobi. Plus, this film has the opportunity to actually show the friendship between both Jedi. I know in the opening of Revenge of the Sith, we kind of see hints at their friendship, but I want more. And this is the idea I know most people will likely be unhappy with. But I would love to see Duchess Satine rule of Mandalore. I know heaps of people would prefer to see other love interests to Obi-Wan. However, I do have a massive bias towards the TV show Star Wars The Clone Wars. Don't give us perfect Obi-Wan Kenobi. Show me the man, not the Jedi. Just show Kenobi in a bad spot of his life, in the privacy of his own home. The man carries so much weight of what's happened to him, the loss of his master, the loss of the women he has loved in his life, and most importantly, the downfall of Anakin. On top of that, Kenobi is a war veteran, so I would really like to see the effects the war had on him. Now, I know this idea is what people are probably going to have issues with, but in this film, fuck me up with Darth Maul coming back. Like, it'd just be so cool to see him again, you know. Plus, the story is already written. Like, literally all the writers would have to do is just pick and choose moments from the Clone Wars and make that shit live action. Just not the Spidey Maul stuff. Just jump ahead to the good shit. Ahsoka. So, Ahsoka doesn't need to be in this film, but if she is, make it a small cameo. And if she isn't in the film, a reference to a character I think would be pretty sweet. Do not make this film a Star Wars film. Don't set out to make a great Star Wars film. Set out to make a great film. I want this film to be a masterpiece, not only in its story or acting, but in each and every way possible. I want to look back on this film and I want to study it. I want to understand what particular camera angles meant, why that use of blue lighting represented. Give me visual storytelling, guys. Don't tell me what's happening. Show me. I'm probably the only one, but I really don't want this film to be an action adventure. Give me a slow film, a drama film that focuses on characters. If I truly got my way, I wouldn't even have Kenobi pull out his lightsaber. In all ways possible, I would try to make this film some type of character study to understand why Kenobi is the man he is today. But no, in Disney, we won't get a film like this. We'll most likely get some action scenes thrown in with some cringy Last Jedi humour. Fucking great. But, however, I do digress. Anyway, here's a bunch of other nerd shit I want to see and that I'm way too lazy to expand upon. The relationship between Owen and Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan talking to Qui-Gon or Force Ghost style. Smart humour. Literally, just take the humour from Star Wars The Clone Wars and make that shit live action. The Jedi Council. It would be so cool to see the Council back in the day, you know, seeing the backdoor politics of the Council, seeing the hard-hitting decisions they made, and on top of that, seeing and understanding all their reasons for everything they kind of did, if that makes sense. And I really want to see the Clone Wars armor, like live action Clone Wars armor. I get shivers when I think about that shit. And lastly, possibly the most dumbest fucking thing on this list is just one scene of Obi-Wan traveling to Tatooine with a baby Luke and singing to him. Fuck me up. Fuck me up. This is literally what I want the film to do. I just want it to fuck me up in all ways possible. Obi-Wan is such a great character, and he deserves the utmost respect and treatment when it comes to this film. So, this is a warning to you, Disney. If you fuck up this film in any way, it's game over. It is game over, because a lot of people love Obi-Wan Kenobi. Anyway, that's all I fucking have for today. If you want to see something in the Kenobi film, leave it down in the comments below. I read them. I'm lonely and I love Obi-Wan too much. Okay, catch ya.